If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, you can for $1 a month over on Patreon. Thank you. Anyway, on to the big news, and it's always big news when involving the big N. Nintendo had a Direct. And one thing I say about Nintendo Direct is that you always get something good. And I like how they actually separate it from Nintendo Direct to Indie Land, Pokemon, and Smash. So you know what you're getting. I'm just like, there's a Nintendo Direct. What's it going to be this time? Oh, it's Pokemon. Shit.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they're always expecting, like, it's either next Zelda, next Mario, Metroid. Those are like the big things they tend to do. And when they do show up, people go crazy.
Yeah, especially with Breath of the Wild 2, a kit that was shown at E3. But this is like their own little thing. We do it whenever because it's easier than paying thousands of dollars for a big production. And one guy comes down the stage saying, "We got games." It's like pre-rendered, so you can creep your pants over and then be disappointed when we actually release it a year from now.
But then
Watch
again,
Dogs, anyone?
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of games we could go on about how E3 over the years. I mean, how technically E3's kind of been snubbed out anyway, considering last year.
The last 2 years, though, I think it worked better for them to have an online streaming to showcase what you have rather than just having the press come along saying, "Oh, what about this? What about this?" All these questions. It's like, nope. The E3 is more for the public than it is for the actual press. So that's why Nintendo did all the direct stuff and all these pre-recorded videos, like a few years before COVID even hit.
Yeah,
it worked out better for them.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, that's the thing. Nintendo set this up. Now everybody's trying to do their own thing between PlayStation and Microsoft. I mean, you were talking about like the Sonic Central thing being kind of that. I mean, whether they do it again, who knows?
I hope so.
Yeah.
So, like going back to Nintendo Direct, is we had a good few surprises with this one. First of all, I didn't see the trailer, but you want to talk about the new Kirby game, which now looks real 3D.
Yeah. So the new major Kirby game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which already people are saying looks some mix between Crash Bandicoot and The Last of Us in terms of its setting.
I was going to say it looks a bit more like what the fuck was it called? It was basically based on the Monkey King.
Oh yeah, the Enslaved, whatever it was.
That's the one, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
Yeah,
a bit like that to me.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, go on.
I'm surprised he actually went for a 3D one because Kirby has always been a 2D game. I mean, there was the prototype for a GameCube Kirby before it switched to a 2D Kirby. Then that got delayed until the Wii. I mean, Air Ride, I guess you can say is a 3D game, but that's more of a racer. It was a platformer.
Yeah, I mean, this is going more for, it's clearly going for the Mario 64, Odyssey style of 3D gameplay.
Yeah, it looks more, I would say the Odyssey had a big influence on this one. Especially in terms of its like graphical setting, and also to all the people saying, people expect to pay $60 on this game when a $40 game looks better than this. It's called aesthetics, dickhead.
Yeah.
How much fun can you get out of something when basically a game that looks as good as the Order 1886 can only give you 4 hours of freaking content and is boring as hell?
I mean, effectively, that is more or less, you could argue, like the equivalent of a pre-rendered video game stuff we got back in like the early 90s.
Yeah, I almost bought 1886 until someone did a review. It was like, yeah, the werewolf thing, that almost soldier on it. Yeah, that's not really a big part of the game.
Yeah,
like, what's the fucking point then? Is it a 4-player co-op? No, just single player. Then what's the point of having 4 people on the cover then? How is it Fuse sold the 4-player co-op better? And Fuse, Jesus Christ, Fuse was boring.
Yeah, well, that game...
And that was the demo.
Well, to be fair, that was a game that was meant to be one thing, and then it got sort of screwed over by Focus Group for EA, so that's a whole other story.
We don't get it. It's Insomniac. You're not meant to get it.
Yeah, but either way, I mean,
I should get around to playing Sunset Overdrive. Actually, I own that game now, but I have not touched it.
Should be interesting. I mean, in terms of Kirby, I mean, like even with graphical, like the opening segment where he's coming off the, seaside, there's nice little sand stuff on him, and that looks pretty good, for a technical case. And even that, as you said, it's aesthetics. As I said before, it looks like sort of a a nicer version of a dystopian landscape from The Last of Us, except Kirby's not going to go around shivving people. Although he can still have although he's running around, with the sword stabbing monsters. So I don't know.
Yeah, same as usual, like giant mohawk monkey here.
Yeah, exactly. So it's still got that ridiculous nature in it.
Yeah, and still it looks great.
Mm.
It's like, oh, those young I paid $60 for this. It's like you spent more for less crap, okay?
Yeah, I mean, for what it is, from the gameplay footage, I mean, it's the typical Kirby thing. You run around, you suck enemies up, you get their powers or basic platforming stuff. Again, it looks like the type of game I would play this if I had the Switch. I would definitely give this a go.
Yeah, I'll definitely get this. I mean, I haven't played a Kirby game since, honestly, Amazing Mirror. Christ.
Mm.
I have not played Air Ride. I have not played Return to Dreamland. I have not played Mass Attack, Squeak Squad. I know these titles, Star Allies. I don't know why I know all these titles. I don't know why
you never played them. That's the thing.
I know the entirety in chronological order, full titles and all, of the entire Halloween movie franchise. I have not seen one.
I mean, hell, I'm trying to think. I think the one Kirby game I played, I think I tried out once, was Kirby's Epic Yarn, and that was a good few years ago. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I played that one. That's the last one I played. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, the one where it's all woolly string and all that stuff.
It's fun. It's kiddie, but it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, that's what Nintendo's always made its name on, is like kid-friendly entertainment, and then occasionally more adult-themed stuff every now and again.
I don't know what else to say. It's like it's still a work in progress as well. It said at the beginning, this is not final.
Hmm.
And
to be fair, it's getting to a point now where I'm always a bit speculative about like how final it is. Like the game's not probably going to drastically change visually from what we've seen, but as ever, there's maybe like small changes from how the UI is or whatever they're going to do. So it's always that type of stuff.
Yeah, we're not going from Wind Waker to freaking Twilight Princess here.
No. Although speaking of which, there was more showcase of Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, that game needs to bring me back. I have to wait till November for that.
Yeah, so the new expansion pack, which is again still them fighting off Ganon before they all get screwed off in the end.
Not really.
Isn't it?
No. I think it's been long enough already. I can say that the descendants from Breath of the Wild, they travel back in time to help their ancestors. Because a little robot travels through time.
Oh yeah, that was in the trailer. The little whatever it is, the little cute robot. They'll make a toy out if they could.
Yeah, Tenako it's called.
Right.
And yeah, the new one is called the Guardian of Remembrance.
Yeah.
Got new character added, vigilance, expanded roster, new added stages, and new battle skills for existing ones.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this because the last one we had new playable characters. We had an ancient guardian. So the big ones.
Yeah.
Get to play as one of those.
Right. Oh.
A bit bulky for my liking. I'm too used to Link and Zelda.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Impa's pretty good as well.
I mean, the big thing I've seen is like these two other characters who, again, tell me if they've appeared or not, but these two like techie characters, like one of the male and female one, and one of them they have like apertures, they have like machinery of them. Like one of them's got like these massive blades that pop out, and the other one's like riding a wheel. So again, I don't know if these are characters already been in the game or not.
Let me have a quick look.
Like one's wearing goggles and the other one's got a pair of glasses.
Yeah, Pura.
Right.
And that's on a side note, that annoys the fuck out of me. I've always called her Pura.
Okay.
Because it's pure. But no, it's Pura. Why? It's like with Tidus in Final Fantasy X. It's like, why Tidus? Tidus sounds better because it's the whole element throughout the entirety of FF10 is water. It is associated with water throughout, so why not call him Tidus, the Tide?
Go on. I was going to say, one other weird game they've showed off is apparently Chocobo Racing. That's apparently coming back again.
Yeah.
Now again, correct me, it was on the PS1 originally. They did one for the PS1 years ago.
It was just called Chocobo Racing. This one's called Chocobo GP.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm kind of surprised they've done this because when was the last like time Final Fantasy did like a spin-off like this that wasn't to do with Seven or one of the other games?
I think it was. I think it was a Wii title or a DS title.
Hmm.
It was a chocobo game.
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
Yeah, but like I said, I just find it funny that they're now bringing back this, another cartoony, arcade racing game, in an age where we've got Sonic and Mario and Crash contending for all that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, from what the look of it, it looks nice. It looks kind of funny and nice. So again, if I had the Switch, I would give it a try just to see what it was like.
Yeah, I'd definitely say I would as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, going back, Pura and Robbie.
Hmm.
And a new story extended onto it as well. So, pretty good.
All right.
There's not so much a chocobo. It's like it just, I don't know. It seems one of those wacky spin-offs, like Dragon Quest Monsters or something. Or
Yeah,
Dragon
like
Quest
Builders or something like that.
Yeah, I remember Dragon Quest Sword. I haven't played that in ages. That was pretty good. It's a sword game. You like swing the Wiimote like a sword. It worked.
Yeah.
What's way better than freaking Samurai Warriors Katana? Christ. You get to hold it so straight. It's like, this is not how you work a sword.
Oh, dear.
And more sword than Skyward Sword. Ha.
Mm. Yeah. But again, there's one game that showed off that you were definitely want to try about for this.
Oh, yeah, Bayonetta 3.
Yeah, finally. After
3 years.
Yeah.
A teaser 3 years ago, when every single time it was like, hey, we got any Bayonetta 3? No Bayonetta 3 news. Okay. How about now? No. Now? No. Now? No. Now? Yes. Yes!
Yeah. At least they've been working on it. That's the main
shows
thing.
off just enough and in the right way as well. First of all, it teases you. It showed these monsters don't look like angels, look kind of weird and loopy. Like you can't really tell. Then it shows a modern army, like, okay, maybe it's something completely different that was got Nintendo exclusive. Then the mascot character from Astral Chain shows up. That's what that little dog thing is.
I was going to say, clearly, I was wondering if that dog was there for comedic purpose or a cheap reference.
That is a reference to Astral Chain.
Okay.
Another Platinum Games title. And all of a sudden, you see the Witch Time comes in. It's like, oh, you dicks. And there we go. There is Bayonetta. Looking very different than what she did in Bayonetta 2. I mean, Bayonetta 1 and 2, she had a completely different design change, but it was still recognizable. Still the Saitsu and all. This one looks more like a dress.
Yeah. Because before she's always had like that massive cone on top of her head, more or less, and now her hair's like way down, like tucking down a bit more.
Bayonetta 2 was very short haired.
Right.
But still had this kind of the kind of cat suit look. This one had like a skirt, a big bow, and the hair's in ponytails going down, and a different voice actress. I'll get back to that in a minute.
Yeah, and she's still got the guns and the heels. That's still there.
You can't get rid of that. As part of the original design document, you can't get rid of it.
That is basically the iconic status of that character in a way.
That's what Kamiya wanted. It's like, I want the character to have a gun on each limb.
Yeah. How can we put, firearms on clothing? How can we do that?
Yeah, so showed off the gameplay, got some unique looks. The Wicked Weave attacks and I guess summons are now controllable. So like what you could do, I'd say like a good USP to actually get it, unique selling point. Like, yeah. What now? Like, is it the same game? No, now you get to control the monsters she summons. Oh, kick ass.
Yeah, there is one bit in the trailer. It shows off like you skirting the edge of falling buildings, and one of them seems to be like twisting, like curving as you're going along. That's a kind of a cool like little visual trick.
Oh, kind of Doctor Strange rip-off, but still.
Oh, come on. Everybody's ripping off everybody else, so at least if you're putting it in the game, it's like, whatever.
Well, running on the side of building, that's a Sonic thing for me, so...
Yeah. We've yet to have a building that's twisting as you're running yet. We've yet to see that, so who knows?
Oh, that would be a good mindfuck for a Sonic stage, where the actual stage is bending.
Yeah.
They could have got that with forces, but they didn't.
No, I mean, arguably they could have done that in Lost World of all things, but who knows? Maybe the next game.
Yeah. The closest you get to a winding stage that kind of appears as you go, as closest is Mario Galaxy.
Hmm.
But that's a giant block, doesn't really count.
Yes. Yeah.
And yeah, Bayonetta 3, we're going to finally get it. I mean, next year we're going to get it, but we have some gameplay that, yeah, it always kicks ass.
Hmm.
Back to Bayonetta's voice actress, it sounds younger.
Hmm.
It doesn't have the, what's her name? She was in Austin Powers and Bedazzled.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I know that actress. I might put it in the notes. I might put it in the notes after we're done recording.
Elizabeth. I can't remember.
Yeah, again, put it in the notes, folks.
She sounds younger, and and considering the hairstyle looks very Elizabeth Hurley. There you go.
All right.
There we go. Found it. Elizabeth Hurley.
Right.
She sounds much young. Your new voice actually sounds much younger, and considering the hairstyle, I'm guessing this is not the same Bayonetta we know from the first two games.
I think you said to me before, like, do you think this is going to be a prequel, even though it's called 3? They're doing it's a third game, but it's a prequel type deal.
Considering Castlevania 3 is Simon Belmont's grandfather, then yeah.
Yeah, and then Bioshock Infinite is set before the events of Bio 1 and 2, so there you go.
Which really shouldn't have been, and I hate that. I love the gameplay of Bird at Sea, but I hate the fact it's connected. I would rather both of them be separate, but no, we have to connect them.
We'll talk about it another time. But yeah, so you're thinking this could be not an origin story, but like her first whatever outing of doing all this crazy stuff?
Yeah, because she has the same hairstyle as Theresa, and that's the little girl from the first game.
Right.
I mean, yeah, once you understand the story after about, 10 shots of whiskey and a research team, Theresa is...
witches, and demons and heaven's actually wrong and angels are actually monsters and, oh God, all crazy stuff.
You'd be surprised how when the actual Bible and scriptures detail angels, they actually they do look like what Bayonetta describes them as.
Right.
Like they actually are pretty fucking close and terrifying.
Oh boy. Oh God, they're going like the Doom Eternal route, which is like the angelic figure is actually a monster. Oh boy.
Yeah. No, seriously though, you look it up, it's like Christ.
Right.
Anyway, Theresa is the little girl from the first game and is technically Bayonetta from like centuries ago.
Yeah.
So plus she's like half angel as well, apparently. She is I don't know why they keep using the story of she's like an unnatural birth kind of thing. Like she shouldn't.
It's one of those like she's the daughter of some love triangle or some weird thing happened, between a man and a god being, some type of stuff.
Not too sure she's not a Nephilim like Dante is from DMC. I say Dante and not Dante. I say Dante, I'm talking about the cool one.
Yeah. The white-haired dude.
Yeah. But she's it's not fully witch or fully angel. I'm not too sure of that. But yes, Theresa is the little girl, and this, I think, is her grown up to be Bayonetta.
So it could still be an actual sequel, not another prequel thing. So we'll have to wait and see.
We'll go it one way around. It could have to be a prequel, not another sequel.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see. Two things I want to say. One is, at the end of the trailer, there's some dude with a samurai at the very end who, again, looks like a wannabe Dante. So,
considering it's a samurai sword, people say it's Virgil. It could be Virgil. It's like a Virgil lookalike with the white hair. It's like it more than likely is Jean. Okay, the white-haired chick with the red suit.
Right then.
It's Jean. It's Jean. Okay.
Okay, we'll take your word for it for now. Also, the other thing is, like, again, remind me, because when the first Bayonetta came out, it was it on the 360 and PS3 first?
Yeah. And it was released on Steam like a couple of years ago as well.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Then they made the sequel a Wii U exclusive initially, and then that got
re-released. Sega did not want to fund it.
Yeah, exactly. That was it. And
it owned the IP, but it did not want to fund it.
Yeah, I mean, the logo's at the end of the trailer as well. So I do find it weird that this is still, as you said, because they did the first game and then Sega had really lost faith in it. And then subsequently Nintendo came on to keep that going for the second and presumably this third one. I'm kind of surprised they're still allowing this. I mean, again, the same with Shenmue is like they still own it, but they've allowed Yuzuki to go off and make the third game at last after all these years.
Yeah.
Again, I do find it funny that Bayonetta is still going. Like, it is definitely a Sega game series when you think about it. But again, the fact that it's still kept going after these years, because again, they don't sell well. Isn't that the thing with Platinum games, is that they're not big sellers?
Not really. I mean, unless it does impact. Like Bayonetta has the biggest impact out of the 4-game, then changed to 5-game contract with Sega. Bayonetta was that big sellout.
Yeah,
Mad World did not do, but Mad World was interesting, but did not sell that well.
No, they did Vanquish, which they
Vanquish was decent.
Yeah, I think the big thing is the frame rate originally was what let it down, but then it's got re-released in 60, so people are like, oh my god, this actually plays well.
Yeah, Infinite Space, I think no one fucking knew that came out. No one knew what the fuck that was.
No.
It may have a niche audience, but seriously. And like I said, Vanquish, there was the 4 games, and the 5th game, Anarchy Range, was technically a sequel to Mad World. We played it originally when it first came out.
Yeah, all those years ago.
And I have not touched it since. I own it. I have not touched it. I really should.
Well,
it's just not a game that is like, oh yeah, this is definitely this is the best, the swan song for the Sega Platinum partnership.
Yeah,
and
I mean, like,
go on.
I was going to say, I mean, the weird thing with Platinum is that they've done other games, obviously, since then. I mean, they did Legend of Korra tie-in and the Transformers tie-in and, of course, Metal Gear Rising. So they've kind of between...
They have been here and there. It's just a lot of the games released in between have not been that good. I mean, Devastation, Transformers Devastation was actually pretty decent. Not great, but decent.
Yeah,
Korra sucked. Korra sucked. It's been delisted. You can't get the game anymore.
Oh, God.
TMNT, Mutants of Manhattan was boring. It was not that good.
Right.
There was another game, I can't remember what the fucking
Rising. NGS Rising.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid Rising. They all came on. It's like they were told make a interquel for this, so it's in between 2 and 4. Like, we don't trust ourselves to fuck up what you have established. It's like, can we make a sequel to this? Like, all right. And they made a good game. Metal Gear Rising, fucking good. Okay.
Revengeance. They made a new name for that game, Revengeance.
Yeah, I like Revengeance. Okay. I have the DLC for it, but it won't let me play it until I finish the game again. I don't know why.
Oh my god. Oh.
It is a difficult game. Fun, but wow. And they helped out, not entirely. Okay. Star Fox Zero.
Yeah, they did help out with that game.
They helped. Did not develop it. They helped out. I think it was specifically the bosses they helped out with. But Jesus Christ, I am not playing through that goddamn game. I played through one stage. I cannot stand it.
I am curious whether they'll re-release that one day. If they'll do another re-release of the game for the Switch.
They want to. Platinum wants to. They're like, they want to make a Star Fox game. Okay, here you go. Why are we making 64 again?
Yeah.
They already remade before.
Yeah, on the DS. You already did that before.
Because Nintendo has zero fucking faith in that franchise for some reason. Zero faith. And will only release a new installment if they can sell a hardware or software improvement over it. Yeah. That's why they had the Rumble Pack for 64. Adventures was basically, hey, just make it a Star Fox title. That's why it feels so rushed halfway through when all the R-Wing stuff was just thrown in.
Yeah, exactly.
Assault had third person shooting, which I didn't mind. The Command had the RTS element, like, okay, but it's so boring. I don't know why I finished that. And now Zero has this fucking gyroscope accelerometer controls of 2 screens. It's like, you can't do a DS option and tell like, oh, you have to focus on 2 screens at the same time. I am turning around 360 in my room and the TV staying stationary. I can't look above at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, that was whether we're still really trying to hammer in the whole 2-screen thing with the Wii U business.
It should have been an option. It should have been a fucking option.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's funny that you've got this bit right about Nintendo, because one of the things they talked about is like the online service thing, because they've announced that they're really releasing both a N64 controller and a Mega Drive Genesis controller.
Yeah, it's the other big thing apart from Bayonetta that what I really want to talk about. And I'll, first of all, Genesis and N64 games available on Nintendo Switch Online. Great, lovely, fantastic. Because you could have done this like 2 fucking years ago, and still stick to the plan of releasing 1 or 2 games every fucking month. Games that we've already bought before, twice over, 3 times over even. But whatever. Sometimes you want to sit down. You know what? I don't want to bring out my other consoles. I got an online subscription. It's $20. Why not? Let's play Mario Bros. Free. So N64 games and Genesis games. So now you can play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Switch. And I can't remember what the other games were.
Well, that was the thing I was going to bring up, because when I saw the list, I mean, thinking, are half of these just from the Mini Mega Drive collection? Like, I know Spinball's in there. What else?
The Genesis ones, we have Castlevania Bloodlines, aka New Generation, Contra Hardcore, Media Machines, Echo, Golden Axe, Gunstar, Musha. I have not seen before. I don't recognize that game. Fantasy Star 4, Rise Star, Shining Force, Shinobi 3, Sonic 2, Streets of Rage, and Strider.
Right.
A few of these are not on the Mini.
A few of them are not. Yeah, you're right. They're not on the Mini. But the thing is that it's through their own like online subscription-based thing. That's the whole deal with this, isn't it?
Yeah. So now you basically got 3 different options to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
Or is it 4 different options? Can't remember.
I mean, Sonic 1's probably been potted to death. I mean, Sonic 2's near up there anyway.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Wait on Sonic 3. Actually, no. There's going to be 4 ways to play Sonic 2 on the fucking Switch.
Oh boy.
We have this coming out. We have the Sega Ages version with all the little improvements for that.
Yeah.
We have the Genesis collection. You have the Genesis collection already that is downloadable and physical, and we've got Sonic Origins coming out.
Yeah, you're right.
That's 4 ways to play Sonic 2.
Yeah.
It took me almost 24 years to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 to completion anyway. I'm not doing that again. I wish I was kidding.
Yeah. But then again, the fact that, as I said, they're releasing both vintage controllers for this, which is that, oh yeah, you can play these, they could be wireless or connected with other consoles, but you have to get them through our service thing to get them.
Yeah, $50 for a controller. It's like, not bad. But the thing is, I got a retro-bit Sega Saturn controller. That's fine. That hooks up perfectly.
Yeah, it didn't
I played Sonic Mania on the Switch with that controller. It feels great.
Right. I was going to bring this up because I do remember years ago, this was back in the Switch days, like they had what was Club Nintendo, right? And that was kind of like the sort of, if you want special things.
You mean Wii?
For the Wii, yeah, for the Wii, sorry.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually was a part of that.
Right, because I'm saying, because I think, wasn't it one time it's like if you can get a Mario, you can get either a Mario or Luigi hat, but it was through that thing, like if you got enough points.
Yeah, you had to get all these star points that are on these little cards, and you had to fill them in. Now that's gone. You still have a Club Nintendo, but you have to register the game through them. Like, not to a point where basically the only disc copy of the game gets to work on this fucking system.
Yeah.
You know, like Animal Crossing is. It's like each console is a fucking island for some reason.
Oh, well, that's the other thing as well, because not, like you said, they're doing the Sega thing, but they're also re-releasing Mario 64 as well through this.
Yeah, 64 games has Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Yoshi Story, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Wingback, I'm not too sure what the fuck that is, Mario Tennis, Mario 64, and the last one, because no one's going to get this, but I recognize it, Sin and Punishment. Only got released one other time, and that was the Wii Virtual Console.
Yeah. Because remember, they did re-release, we did have 64 in the All-Stars 3D collection, which is like, you only get it once and then never again. Apparently, that was their attitude.
Yeah, unless you pay like $300 to 10 grand on the marketplaces. Luckily, I think Walmart still has several copies that sell for like $40, so I got my copy.
Yeah, there's always going to be more copies out there.
Yeah. This selection seems a bit small compared to Genesis. But I think it might be the size of the other games. Like, you got the top 4 already. You got Mario 64, Kart, Star Fox, and Zelda. I'm surprised you got another. What the hell is Winback?
I'm pretty sure that's like another game that came out for the release. I'm desperately trying to remember it. Was it like an airplane game? I'm pretty sure.
I have zero clue.
Right. I'm trying to think. It's probably one of those games that did come out initially for the console and was like touted as a graphical thing, but then maybe forgotten. I could be wrong.
It's a third-person shooter.
Right. Okay.
It was also released on the PS2 in 2000.
Wow.
And I said, why? Did this game do well? It did moderately.
Yeah,
I'm seeing sevens and such.
Right. I'm probably, after we're done with this, I'll probably look it up and then actually find out, oh, wait, it really was like this. So,
yeah. I'm surprised Sin and Punishment is on there. That's the kind of bit like a twin stick shooter, or at least an old version. It's surprisingly good. Like, this is a treasure title as well. So, it's like, who developed it? Treasure, gimme.
Yeah. Like,
I played the sequel as well. I can't remember what the sequel title was, but it was on the Wii and used both pointer and nunchuck.
I think I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
It was actually a surprisingly fun but very difficult game.
Right.
Because you also had a melee attack as well, a sword to actually bat away shit.
Right.
But also a additional bonus on this, which I guarantee you're going to see this a lot on Twitch, okay? And I mean a lot. Not as much as Deltarune streams when it came out.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 64 has online.
Yeah, that's going to be it. Oh, yeah, people are going to...
That is going to be so much fun.
So much blue shelling for so many people.
This is like, you blue shell me, I swear to God, I'll rip your nuts off and step onto a chair.
Oh, yeah. All the good old times of rage quitting all over again.
That's why I prefer multiplayer in the same room, because the benefit of that is I can hit you across the back of the head.
You hit the person who did it. You can take frustration out right there, right now.
Yeah. I swear to God, you're the boo. I mean, steal my stars. I swear to God, I'll throw out the frickin' window.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you how to do that.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I remember Mike got so angry when I did that.
Oh, boy.
I will not be friends with you because of our friendship over. I got upset. I got upset about that.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Fuck you.
Oh, Mario Kart to make and break friendship.
I was talking about Mario Party.
Oh, yeah.
Worse.
Oh, yeah, that could definitely totally break
Where did
friendship.
he fall out? He stole my star. But the biggest bullshit to this is like, it sounds great having more consoles to get these play new games. Like, it's great, just relive your old games and all that again for the 5th time. Like, I think I own Sonic the Hedgehog 1 like 8 times now.
Yeah, anything that's got a microchip can play it. It's pretty much the Doom level thing.
Even the fucking calculator can play Sonic the Hedgehog or Doom.
Exactly.
So it's called the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack.
Yeah.
So, in order to play these extra 2 console games, you need to spend more money for a subscription.
Yeah.
How much? Don't fucking know. That's how you really win. Just fucking tell us, okay?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you don't get much for the online subscription in the first place anyway. Yeah, I know it's $20, but what do you get? You get online play, a few exclusives, like some extra download stuff for Kirby Allies and Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And the ability to play a bunch of online games that should be available for free anyway, all these some small purchase like Tetris 99.
Yeah.
Oh, Pac-Man 99. Pac-Man 99 is surprisingly more fun than you realize. Like, it shouldn't be that fun.
No.
And Tetris 99, I got pretty good to a point. I got the top 21.
Oh, but wow.
Yeah, I was surprised I did that well. It should bring back Mario 35. Mario 35 it shouldn't be that fun for an online multiplayer.
It did. Yeah.
No, it shouldn't.
No.
Do Sonic 99 or Sonic 30.
Oh boy, that's going to be something if they ever went down that route.
I would love that. Sega, please do Sonic 30 or at least Sonic something.
Yeah.
Sonic 100 or Sonic 99. Just 99 players trying to run through Green Hill as quick as possible by sending spikes or unexpected enemies. That would be fun. So fun.
God, that's like taking the Mario Maker thing and setting it up to 11.
Yeah, but again, you have to do the expansion pass on this is you're paying extra money for 2 more sets of games. Like, unless there's anything extra. Oh yeah, I forgot cloud service as well. So anyway,
yeah,
I'm not sure if I'm actually using that. I guess I am. It's not much of an incentive to pay extra for 2 new consoles. I can't be the only one thinking this, because I'd rather this be included in the actual base price, which is again $20 a year. That is so cheap compared to everyone else. But at least with Xbox, I keep the games I download for free.
Mm-hmm.
But with PlayStation, it's like you still need PlayStation Plus to actually play the free games you downloaded.
Yeah. I remember trying that out once. I remember trying out Sly Cooper Feast and Time through the Plus system, because again, it was streaming the game from, presumably it's a PS3 game streaming from the PS4 game. But for the most part, it worked.
That was not Plus. That was PlayStation Now.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Plus, basically, you don't get Now with it. I would have liked it if the service at the PS Plus came with PlayStation Now.
Yeah, that would have been an incentive to definitely try that out.
It's a great incentive. Like, I mean, all these other additional add-ons, I'm paying $60 a year. You pay like $75 a year, and you get access to PlayStation Now. At least with Xbox Live, you get the Ultimate Game Pass. It gives you both Live and the Game Pass, which I am tempted to get sometimes. But it's like, I've got too many games already. What's the point of me going back and playing Knights of the Old Republic?
Well, knowing you got games and then you forget actually you have them. That's something you tend to do quite a bit.
I really should go back and play Travis Strikes again. Apparently, I need to play that in order to actually understand what the fuck's going on in No More Heroes 3.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
It already is out.
Oh God,
It's been out for 3 weeks.
All right. Well, again, it's one of those things. It's one of those things I hear about it, and then it's like, did it come out? Did people like it? And then I hear nothing for it.
It's still good.
Right.
I just rather not play with the freaking Joy-Cons, honestly.
Mm.
It feels like the Wii because you have to swing all everything. It's like, yeah, no, I don't. I prefer, if I'm going to use this, I would rather have the Wiimote and nunchuck than the Joy-Cons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's it from the Direct.
Yeah, I mean, again,
the biggest one is Bayonetta and this extension to the online service.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's always been a bit iffy with online content for different reasons. Again, I remember Movie Bob did a whole thing about why they're simply on and off online connectivity, particularly like, well, let certain games be all right and some others. It's like because presumably they're just scared about, well, it's kind of crazy out there, so who knows? It's always a bit weird to know what Nintendo were thinking.
And you always do good games. That's what gets you.
Yeah, that's the main motto.
Okay, we're now going back to Red Lobster. It's Shrimp Fest. Okay, there's one time. Shrimp Fest is good. Shrimp Fest and Red Lobster is good.